You are listening to Drop Tent Media Network.
Hi, hello, welcome, Call the Bus, Neil Wood, Adam Nutter.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Do it.
Human.
Do it.
Sir, slimy reptilian.
Hey, another day in the Cult. How you doing? Ooh, you like the couch? Yeah, join me. Take a seat. Take off your pants. Whatever. All right, it's a nice day in the Cult. Let's have some sweet fun, baby. What's up? I'm Neil Wood. Good to see you guys. Welcome back, and of course, bringing in the co-host, the old Adam Nutter. There he is, Nutter Butt. There he is.
Are you turning our studio into the casting couch?
No, yeah. You just give me 1 second. I know, no, the part's gonna be great for you. No, what are you talking about?
No, I'm just asking.
No. Yeah, we might be shooting some stuff here later or whatever. But I mean, these cameras are just sitting here.
As long as I get a cut, I don't care what happens in that studio.
No, out of your mind.
What?
It's happening in what? It's happening around the space of stuff that you own.
Yes, that's exactly my philosophy.
It's not like, hey man, you fucked near my computer. What do you? You owe me some money.
You're using cameras to fuck that I bought for? I paid for.
These are public cameras. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll swap out the camera this way.
Good.
This way, my balls and butthole won't have to, grace the wonderful lens that is the Lumixes.
Yeah, I don't want you gross fucking disease
Did
semen touching my cameras.
Did I jump in? Did I immediately start talking about my my butthole?
Yeah, I don't think it's ever soon enough.
Sometimes it's rough. Prayer. Blessed be, best cult in the world. You should join us. We're amazing. I'm thinking about Adam's testicles and holding them, and that's we're making each other stronger through that. God bless. Amen. Happy birthday, the good one, the good version. I'm going to say the good version from Stevie Wonder. Happy birthday. Thank you. It's one of those things, man, where you start a day out, and it was one of those days today where you start the day and you're like, man, how did I get here? Like waking up in the studio was kind of
sad.
Like, all right, I don't need you to confirm it. I mean, it's. I would say that it's actually, in terms of city living, this is probably some of the best to have that you can do. Like I've optimized the space. Like I've got lots of great comforts and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But it was, I tried
soul crushing. Some would say.
It was, tell you what, I've been sadder is the way I've been telling it to people. Like that's how I've been like, I've been sadder.
Yeah, that's a way. That's like one step before killing yourself. So
no, I think it's one step before. No, how is it one step before?
2 step. No. Because saying I've been sadder means I have one more rung of sadness. That's it. It's like your last leg of sadness. Yeah,
I think you're. Wow, I'm looking at it as a positive statement. I look at that right. Like I could be way sadder.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be.
I can be much sadder than I am currently. I'm crushing it.
Yeah, totally. Great. You're sleeping in the basement of a house you own?
Yes. Well, where else would I sleep? To be honest with you, it's the terrible part about the design of the house. This is actually bigger than the one upstairs. So it's just the design of the house is like this room is technically, I mean, let's say if the studio was not in this basement, yeah, this would be the largest room in the house. There is no question about it.
You are correct. That is true. Yeah.
I mean, it is big. It's not a small, just if this had
now you sound like you're defending your penis size. Like it's big. It's fine.
It's big. It's recommendable. I mean, a lot of people say it's probably big enough for like a lot of people.
It's totally above average.
Yeah. So this is above average space, and people are going to enjoy it, I think. Now it sounds like I'm forcing them to.
Now it sounds like a rape dungeon.
Yeah. There you go. But only about nice spaces. Like I'm forcing you. Like it's like if IKEA made you like their rooms as you were walking through. Like you like it, right? Yeah, you do, because we say what's in.
Like you like this room,
we're raping you with comfort. You feel that? Like
eat this meatball, yeah.
You're working on it.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's
not bad.
More
I almost just went with. I was gonna say I almost went straight Muppet, just Swedish shit like hordy.
Yeah, again, they don't sound like that, but I know
they do. They tend to act like that.
I know, but I could not nail down the fins at all when we visited. It's like it floats. It depends on. We did hear one guy on Finland who, for whatever reason, I'm sure maybe the Finns, if they met him, they'd be like, "Oh, that's a strange voice," or maybe they'd be like, "Yeah, that makes sense. He sounds normal to us." But no joke, like his voice was like it was pitched too high. Like
he sounds like a Austin Powers villain.
it was like up here, and it was like I was like, oh, and I couldn't tell if it was because in their
Are you
language.
coming all the time, sir? You're always in a state of coming.
I must go. This Taco Bell is oh no, like it was there was a sense of urgency in his voice. It felt like there was a vice grip around his testicles. But yeah, it was.
You've also seen that.
We have seen that.
We have seen that
in many ways. You got to cut it off.
Cut it off.
That's what you got to do. But yeah, I had a good sad meal today. That was good. I liked it. I guess what I ate. So I get this. Just give it a guess what I had for lunch.
Okay, wait. Did you make it or buy it?
Well, that's a dumb question.
No, it's not. I mean, did you buy it from a pickup?
I know. I bought all the food. No, I get you.
Did
did I prepare a meal?
Okay. Sad meal.
I did. I prepared.
Okay, I'm gonna guess this might be too Italian for you, but this is like a comfort Italian food. Pasta vazzool.
I might as. Do I have a thick, dark mustache right now that is curled up? Am I wearing a overalls with a red hat right now?
No,
I'm
sweet if I
not
nailed it though.
Italian.
That would have been amazing if I got that guess.
Jesus Christ, that's
okay.
crazy.
Real guess. Sad meal. PB&J. I eat PB&Js all the time. I hope that's not a sad meal. Is that a sad meal for an adult? I eat them all the time.
No, I think PBs and J's. That's not a sad meal to me. I mean, a meal. You're calling it now. We're calling a sandwich a meal. That's that's a whole different situation.
That is a meal.
I would say having a single sandwich is, but you're right in that this is sad in that way, because if someone's just like, okay. First of all, you're out of your mind if you're like that's a meal. You don't understand what meals are then.
I'm sorry. Are you Kenneth Banya from fucking Seinfeld, who's like soup's not a meal? It is a meal.
I don't like that reference. Yeah. Soup. No, it's not a meal, but it's fun that people think so. It
is a meal.
No, it's fine. No, I would say a stew.
Oh, we have a guess. We have a guess in the chat. Instant ramen. That is a sad meal.
Yes, sure. That would even make more sense. No, for lunch, I had 2 vegetable egg rolls that I put in the air fryer. And then get this, you're gonna love this. Is crazy. For dinner, I just had 3 vegetable egg rolls because I didn't realize that when you move, I moved out, but it's
one of those things like an adult now. You're like, I don't know how to do things.
Oh yeah, I mean, fucking single douchebag college guy. I didn't even mean to. No, it's just because I moved out, but I got all of the stuff out. But then I'm moving into a space where the roommates now, or the guys are moving in. It's just not. I have to get another fridge and stuff, whatever. But it's all that stuff of I got all of the other stuff prepared, and I'm just waiting on certain items and stuff. Which
dude,
really
you're 1 week away from hanging a banner outside your house. Is Kappa Kappa Sigma sucks.
It's already out there. I'm going to Temple. I'm rushing this week. I'm rushing this week. Yeah. I am going to rush week, and I am going to crush it.
You seem old for a freshman, sir.
Sure. Yeah. I would just tell you to shut your fucking mouth. I'm like, shut your fucking mouth. All right. I'm going through a breakup. just yell that. I've been using going through a breakup for too much stuff.
We should do this as a bit for the podcast. We should really try to get you, see how far we can get you in to try to rush for a fraternity you don't go to.
Definitely. I would. I did. Well, first of all, I already did that.
You rushed for fraternity you didn't go to?
Yeah, in my life, I've already done that. Have I? Okay, so this is one of the coolest things. I mean, not one of the coolest things. I just say out of what I am surprised I got away with. So, and they can't process. There's nothing that happens. NGIT.
You already immediately started defending yourself. You're like, by the way, you
Well, I'm
can't.
trying to think of
Statute
any
of limitations. You cannot press charges.
Well, also, yeah, they'd have to be psychopaths to track this down. I'm sure they don't give a shit. But I technically, I actually
murdered a lady.
I might have at a rush week murdered a lady. You can't prove it. She was in the bushes already.
She asked for it.
Thank you, Adam. This is my lawyer, Adam Nutter. He nailed it. Why don't you just sit down, bud? She was asking for it. I'm the one. I'm the lawyer person.
I heard.
Oh, objection! Like, it's like Adam, sit down. Just
I'm not even with you. I'm like in the stands with everybody else. I'm just yelling from the back.
And you're out of order. And actually, I want an order.
Kangaroo court.
Do you guys have pizza rolls here? I'll get an order of pizza rolls. You got to do a whole situation.
Better put the garlic on. Yeah, there's a whole butter and garlic. It's the whole thing.
There's a whole sitch. I got to do a ritual. That's your ritual on your side of the cult. It's like that's your ritual meal that you guys have.
I mean, by the way, I haven't eaten today. I am psyched to eat pizza rolls tonight.
See, this is the thing.
I'm thinking about it now.
I hate every time I hear people say that. It blows my mind. I don't know how people do that. Anyway, first of all, we can't move off that. But every time I talk to one of these other comics, they're just like, I haven't eaten today, and I have a whole problem with it. It's a pet peeve of mine where I immediately think they're in trouble. But anyway, it's a conditioning thing. It's just that's what it is. Italians are constantly eating and being shoved with food. So when someone just goes like, I haven't eaten today, even healthy stuff, like I haven't had a salad today or anything like that, I'm like, oh, are you okay? Like that's a whole situation.
Can I be honest?
No, I don't want you to be. Really, you asked, so no. Don't finish.
I'm gonna be. I feel like I've been gaining weight.
I don't want to get in this. You're gonna listen. I rushed at NGIT for a frat. I don't want you to get off that. We're going into a good story, and then like, are they just moving off that?
Go ahead. I do want to hear it. Go. NGIT. Go.
Yeah. I went up with my buddy. My buddy was going to that school, and I went up, and I did a frat. Him and his brother. To be honest with you, a frat at NGIT. Getting these two dudes, you have to understand. Frats like it's a bunch of dorks, like largely. I mean, there's major sports teams and stuff, or sports teams that are D2.
Major sports teams,
not major. Sorry, but I remember their basketball team being like, I think it's
D when they go against Georgia in football.
I don't know, dude. I remember the basketball team, not the I don't know the whole situation, but I would say that it's one of the top colleges in New Jersey. It's for tech.
That's not saying much.
It is saying much, you piece of shit. Fucking over there, you ride on your good graces from New York. You're disgusting. So we go, and it's Greek week, and I'm like, hey, what's up? What is that? I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, yeah, it's and he was like, yeah, so they do like multiple competitions and stuff around the campus during the day that are just about to build community for anybody who's in the frats, and it's also a thing that they do for rushes to get people to join the fraternities and sororities and stuff. And then at night, you're largely also partaking in competitions that are drinking based at various places, right? And I'm his drinking buddy, so we're I'm like, oh, okay, well, is it cool if I'm there? You know what I mean? Because you know how people are. Like I'm thinking of
like
rough
pledges only, bro.
Pledges, frat brothers only, man. Because again, you remember this is a tech school, so like women largely are kind of scarce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I forgot I left you up that way too. I'm showing that computer thing, but women are like largely scarce. So especially in those kinds of situations. This isn't Arizona State, you know what I'm saying? Like the guys are like, who the fuck is that? And the guys know each other. So they're like, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean?
Who's this tall lad?
Yeah. And I'm not coming in like trying to hide in the corner.
So you're not like a subtle, you can't be subtle just by your height. Like you walk in, or even if you're trying to be, you're just like, that dude's tall. What's he doing here?
No. And if anything, I out-fratted them just by appearing with the face and the way I look. But it was, I got the little bit of the experience of like dirty, disgusting frat house. You know what I mean? Like, on the party night, they had like a DJ booth in this place with like a dance floor. This is all just a frat house, bro. Crazy stuff, right? But here's what they didn't think about was
zero pussy.
I will not speak for listen, the two guys that I knew, again, my buddy and his brother, when they got into this place, I would say it's almost like it was a bunch of, largely science-based guys and guys who are trying to be frat guys still, but it's like a, tech-based school and stuff. But two of my friends, the people that I know, got into this situation, like into their frat. And when I tell you, Adam, that like that frat didn't know what hit them, like I mean it. Like these are two dudes, and at that time, I think one of them has already been deployed to war.
Yeah.
And the other one has also done that, different capacity, sort of, but like I
just went on my own.
Like,
I wanted to kill. I wanted to feel what it's like to kill.
He mercenary sort of situation. He went because he loved it. Yeah. No, but like both of them had been deployed, I think, up to that point to war. So like they're rolling in and they're like, they're trying to. It's such a funny story. I wish I could have these guys all, but I'm sure they would not like this. But it's fine. Anonymity is great. But like, dude, when I tell you that, like, they're like, yeah, dude, these guys are going to try to like scare us. Like, they're like, oh, you write down the most terrible secret you've ever said to anybody. You write it down, and we say, you have to. we get the piece of paper, and then we have that.
Gay.
Yeah, it's terrible. And they like wrote down terrible stuff, and then he just told everyone what he did, like to their face. He's like, yeah, I accidentally, I accidentally fed Neil P once, and I didn't tell him for 2 years. And that's
so right
true.
now, actually. So right
I
now.
drank pee. I drank my best friend's pee once, and he put that on a piece of paper, and they're supposed to keep it secret. And when I say, listen, one, if you get your dick out and you're offering to go in the shower, I'm going to jump in front of
it. Take it from the
I
tap?
mean? Yeah. Had to get it straight from the faucet. No, but when you wake up also at maybe inside of a sorority in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and you've been partying all night, and then you search around the room to see if you can find, I don't know, a red Solo cup that has any kind of liquid in it because you're thirsty.
Stiflered.
Don't think it's beer. Yes, I know. Don't think it's beer as much as you want to hope it was.
At least it wasn't
why would he? You know what?
Because the American Pie.
because I thought you were just going to say because the fact that there's someone pissed in a cup. Also, though, you could look around and be like, "There's shit in a cup. There's cum in a cup. There's
there might be though. There might be in a sorority. There would be all types of fluids in red Solo cups.
Dirtier bathroom than the frat house that I was in. Actually, sorority much worse bathroom.
Surprise me at all.
It
actually,
was very, very bad. But these two dudes like owned this fraternity. Like they came in as like plunges and rushes, owned it. Like it's just because like you can't threaten them. They're like, do you think I give a shit, dude? I fucking had to.
Totally don't give a fuck.
I went to war. Are you? Yeah, you're gonna like. Oh, you're gonna hit me with a paddle? Go ahead, try. First of all, I'll fuck you. I'll psych about you, just like get you in and psyop you, and just like have bend down outside. Go ahead, hit me with a paddle with my bare ass, and then I'll look back and go, give me another one, please. Like these guys are out of their, they're out of their minds in some ways.
As he blows in a kiss, he's like, mwah.
Yeah. Mwah. Ooh, you hit as hard as my mom did. Like, like just mess around with them because that's the kind of games they played, or just beat them up. So, but like I got to go for that day. Like I was in multiple competitions throughout the day that were for the school. Like I didn't just go to the drinking competitions, which I actually came in fourth, which is not a good thing when you hear that it started with like 30 people.
Top five.
Yeah, not too shabby. Top 5 for Power Hour. Foamed up, got to foam up on me. Last thing, it was again, dude. You know what it's like to sit in a competition? Like I can only imagine this is what that chess guy went through with his with the stuff up his butthole.
The anal beads.
Yeah. Like the messages.
By the way, real side note. Brilliant way to cheat. Continue.
Smart move. Yeah, we don't know how exactly they figured out the code system, but good for them.
It's not a problem. I just look at the idea as a whole and go, that's a fucking good idea if you're going to cheat.
I'm just glad that guys are starting to use their prostate for not just, trying to get harder coming. You know what I mean?
Although it makes me also think that they just wanted in there. Because, like, remember, the Astros cheating scandal from a few years ago? Yeah. They were wearing wires on their chest. Sure. And, like, someone would, like, hit, like, 2 buzzes and be like, that's fastball. They could have done that. But he's like, nope, up the ass. Like, I need it up my ass. They're like, you could do it in your chest. Like, no, I need it up there.
Yep. I guess
for the highest purposes of cheating.
Yeah, got to do it. Yeah, but it was. I at a certain point, I was down to 4 people. This giant man. I mean, not even like I'm just a big fat dude, like 1 woman, and then me and some other guy. And I was like, dude, I was worried about that because they were like, who the fuck is that guy? Who's like, does anyone know who this guy is? Because I got down to like 4 people out of like 30 or whatever to start. And I'm just sitting there like Yep, here you go. It's another one. And everyone's like, who is this guy? Like, who is this guy drinking right now? We've never seen him before. And then you would just see like
Dear ringer.
yeah. You just see my buddy. And he was like, no, he's Russian. He's Russian he's not from Russia. He's rushing, with us. So it's fine. Like it would, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. And he's like, he looks your age and you're not a fresh, I'm like, don't worry about it. He's good.
Questions.
I almost I really didn't even foam up that bad, but like I did. It was just like a slight, and as soon as they would get you if you just if you even nothing had to come out. If it didn't even come out, they'd be like, pop, you're out. Like, don't even worry about it. So I was happy for that because I was like, what if I win this contest? They're like, do you even go here? Are you even in a fraternity? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not at all. I have anal beads up my ass.
I am also crushing these competitions, by the way.
Yeah, did pretty well in that one. But yeah, man, I already did that. I got to do a bunch of weird
that
shit
triggered a memory for me when I was also in college. I went out going to St. John's after I couldn't go play football in New Haven, so I went to St. John's and I went to the Staten Island. There's two campuses. There's a Queens one, which is that's where the basketball team is, which was good. Or they still are. I don't know if they still are, but they have a good basketball program. But then I went to Staten Island campus because Staten Island, yeah, can't leave the borough. So I remember it was a freshman year, and my buddy Mike. He was like, hey, you want to just go out with these guys from the college, drinking and stuff yeah, cool. So we go and then we're hanging out drinking, not realizing he's there to pledge or whatever the fuck it's called, rush.
Right.
And he was kind of recruiting me also without ever asking me, but I didn't pick up on it until this is how bad my fucking awareness around situational awareness was back then as opposed to now. I didn't realize I was in the woods. We went from a dorm room
said by many a unfortunate woman. Many an unfortunate woman's I didn't know I was in trouble until I was in the woods. And then I was like, duh.
Yeah. Until we were I was like, what are we doing in the woods? What are we in the woods for? And all right, guys, everyone has to get on their knees. And I was like, what? And I remember because I was like, no, right? Oh, I'm not doing that. What are we doing here? And that's when I started asking all the questions I should have asked 25 minutes ago. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And everyone else is on their knees, everyone but me. And by the way, I want to stress this frat wasn't a bunch of bros. It wasn't basketball kids and it was just loser nerd kids.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. This is a frat pledge thing. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, they're like, well, you're already here. So you got to do it now. And I was like,
get the fuck.
Hold on. I went, I'll fight my way out of this woods right now. I'm like, I'm 2 years into fighting by now. Right, because I'm 18, 19. I'm like, I'll fuck all you up. I'm like, so I'm gonna leave. There's 0% chance I'm doing that. And they're like, oh, you can't tell anybody here. I go, you guys are gay. I just walked out of the woods. It's so fucking.
Dude, you also at that point for them to say you got to do it now. It's like, dude, you understand how rushing a fraternity where it's rush week, and then you want to become a pledge. I think is when you actually get in and you become a pledge, and then it's so much period, and then you become a brother of the fraternity, whatever, right? But it's like they were trying to be well, oh no, oh, you didn't realize this is an open house to buy the house, and no, you have to buy it.
Well, you have to now.
No,
yeah.
No, what are you talking about? That's not how anything works.
We have to fuck you in the woods now. It's I don't think you do.
It's a shame your friend led you astray like this, but
you really did. And then he wound up not even doing it. I think he did that night, but then just wound up dropping out anyway. It's what are you fucking? What's the point?
Not a good friend.
Not a good friend. He was not a good friend.
A good friend who tried to gaslight, not even gaslight you.
He just tricked me into doing it with him.
Yeah.
He conned me.
I mean, the fact that you didn't have a bunch of questions early on before walking into the woods. Yeah, sure. That's
on me. That's on me.
Because where did you meet up? What do you mean? You were at a bar initially?
No, we were at the dorm.
We were at the dorm initially.
Just drinking, having a fucking regular, I thought college night.
Yeah.
And then it was just all right, we're going to the woods now. I was like, okay. I did you in Vegas with that fucking guy. That's what I did.
Sure. Yeah, just running off with hope in your heart.
Running off. Fucking, my ears down. Nothing. Nothing in the wind, dude. Not a care in the fucking world.
I totally get it. Damn. what was your friend's mood? I don't. Anyway, it's just I don't know why I'm trying to think about it.
I guess because he was like embarrassed that he had to do it.
It's like the movie that we were watching where I'm like trying to. We watched Halloween and we were on a fun podcast.
Way too spooky.
Way too spooky with Connor McGovern and his who stood us up today. Actually,
He did stand us up today, which he's dead to me now. No, okay.
It's like it's crazy when you see the person the day before, and you're like you're coming on the. It's 12 hours from now, like. And then they just somehow can't pull an hour out of their day. Like, I get it. Hey, you have a kid, so it's a whole different situation. But like, I genuinely, it was 2 or 3 hours before the podcast. And it's like, I got to cancel. I was like, I just saw you. Like, I hope he is okay with me giving him shit because I had genuine fun talking about. We watched Halloween 3, the season of the witch, and it was so much fun talking with him and Chris, I believe. Chris. Yeah. And it was so cool to be. It was a lot of fun right in their garage and hanging out. But like, it's just, I was just like, what happened? Like, what? Yeah. From now till now.
I have some. He's like, hey, do you guys? Well, first, he did ask if we minded, and I was like, well. I'm gonna say yes.
Well, that's right. And he was talking to a coward, not a nutter. I'd have been like, no, you're doing this. You're doing this. We agreed to it. It's kind of like, why are you even? The fact that you're asking, it's like, well, it's a podcast, dude. So yeah, no, I guess not. But like,
right, yeah. But he hit me with the like, oh, I'm behind on work, which I know what Connor does.
No one does. No one knows what that guy does. I know that to be true. I can't tell from his mannerisms and what he does. I love Connor. It's funny. But I also, if you were like, what job do you think he's in? Oh, I'd be like private security or works for a circus. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I have no idea. There's no middle ground. Also annoying. He lives like literally 4 blocks from me, and he has a garage, and I don't. It's a bummer. It bothers me.
It's not your house, so watch it, dude. You can be sleeping down here in the basement with me.
We'll go ass to ass.
Ooh. It'd be a great way to sleep. No, I mean, like during sleep. Yeah, well, I mean, you got to get the dildo in between the two butts because then how are you guys going to stay up?
Don't be weird about it.
I would love it if, like we do S as adults on a dildo, and like we're also though still doing like the, hey, you awake?
It's like, no, I have a hard thing on my ass. I cannot be awake.
No, I know, but you're like, no, I'm up. I was like, what video games you been playing? Like, we're just doing like late night. Dude, did you see Stephanie's hair? Oh, dude, she's so hot. Like we're just doing like fucking 7th grade sleepovers, like just hanging out and dicking around. Literally dicking around. Dick in around. But
waka.
Oh, I'm sorry, I let us there. It's only because it came out weird, and it came out of our butts weird too.
Yeah.
Too much. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm a bad comic. You want to do pluggies? Is it time for plugs? Is it
we could do some.
We're kind of 30 minutes in. Let's do plugs, and then we'll do the end of the podcast.
Yay!
I want to try to do comedy. Hey, what's going on? Phillies are in the World Series, so I know. A lot of people are angry about it. I'm happy for it, but at the same time. Myers Brewing Company is not happening on the 28th of October, so don't worry about it. Luckily, you can still get your tickets right now. So if you're like, what are we going to do after the Phillies win? We want to keep partying and having fun. Go to drop10.com/events. Go there, check out the pop-in on November 12th. All right, and I'm going to be checking out some shows in actually Jersey soon. From a couple of spots, a couple of places. So I'll actually be back in Jersey soon. But check out the pop-in, November 12th, drop10.com. Go there. I am Neil Wood. If you need some artwork done or something like that, or any dates and details coming up for my shows, go there again. I'm Neil Wood, also on all social media. Adam, what you got coming up, buddy?
Just fucking follow me at Adam Nutter on Instagram, at Tattooed Comic on Twitter. Fuck the Phillies. Whatever. The fucking Yankees, I just can't. We're in
plugs. We're in plugs.
Sorry. I know. I'm so mad. I know. I'm so mad the Yankees got swept. So anyway.
We're still in plugs.
Anyway, Porcupine. Go listen to that. YouTube.com/Adam Nutter. Again, pop in November 12th. Come after that. I was supposed to be in Allentown this Friday, but I had to cancel it for something else.
Yeah. Also, I was supposed to come up and do some, with Chris Freed or whatever. We had him on the show before, but like, it's the Phillies. I was like, I also was supposed to do it was on the 28th. So it's one of those things. Guys, listen, I get it. Also, try to go out and see some comedy. It's like everything else is just like Phillies are winning. I'm like, cool, but life still goes on. I don't know. Should we cancel everything? But Myers Brewing Company is coming back in November. So donate second Saturday and the fourth Friday, second Friday and fourth Friday in November. We will be back at Myers Brewing Company right on Girard Ave. So check out those tickets when they're up and running. All right.
Yeah. But that's it for me. Just go follow the Porcupine. Go follow me on social media. I'll put all my other shows coming up in my social media stuff or the website, whatever.
Cool. Like it. And of course, check out the sweet merch for this podcast. All right. It helps us out a bunch. Go to drop10.com/store. There's a bunch of Cult of Us merch for you to check out. Shirts for $20.
Shirt.
Hats for
shirt.
Yeah. Hats for, fucking 20-something dollars. Our prices are not crazy out there, people. It benefits us. We appreciate it a bunch. So, and I've already gotten compliments on it. We've gotten compliments on the artwork and just the overall look of our stuff. So we appreciate it. And if you want something special, I don't know, something you want to see from Cult of Us, let us know. We'll do it. It sounds like a cool thing. All right. Of course, patreon.com/Cult of Us. Go there. All right, we love to do extra stuff. We now got a nice little series I'm excited to do, just at even the $1 level there. You can jump on in for $1 and get a bunch of new content. We're doing the gauntlet. We already did one. We're going to keep doing the gauntlets. All right, so if you like maybe checking out some crazy extreme animal stuff, I'm talking animals running amok out in public. And honestly, most of the time, they don't make it. I know that's tough, but you should just be warned. Also, some very, very hard, I should say, would you rathers. Who are you? Who are you going to be in this cult? Who am I? We have to make up our minds with these would you rathers, and it's just a gauntlet of that and animal death back and forth. Listen, guys, we don't want the animals to die, but they do die. I just want to give you that. At the $1 level, they do die.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's not our fault. They're in a bad place. We built roads where the Native Americans told us not to, and then this is the result. Deer are jumping into traffic. We don't like it either.
There's so
Adam
many
is for it. I'm sorry.
hours of deer killing themselves.
I know. It's very sad. They panic. They're a panicky bunch. It's tough. So, but check that out. Of course, at the $1 level, $3 level. My mind got in front of me. $3 level, check it out as well. If you want to get the $1 level and a little bit more, you can go and check out our fights.
Everyone watched them on Saturday afternoon.
Oh, see, I feel like I'm fucking up.
Well, it was in Abu Dhabi, so it was in Abu Dhabi, so it was 2 p.m. fights. So the good thing, I was in Florida. Oh, by the way, shout out everybody at the Freedom Festival. That was fun as fuck. Thanks for coming out. That was really fun. But we were down there watching the fucking fights on the big screen TV. But I kept checking the Discord. I mean, there are people in there having a good time. So go fucking join the Discord, join the Patreon, watch the fights. For $3 a month. You're watching $70 fights for $3 a month, you idiots.
You don't even really have to interact with us. I mean, we would love it if you did, but we're going to be in there trying to interact and joke around and do some jokey jokes. But
you can mute
it's
us.
all in the comments. Hey, it's all in the comments.
You don't have to look at those.
Everything's good. Again, if you want even more than that, if you want to get the whole fucking kit, all right, $5 level, you're going to get everything else. And you're going to get, if you live in the tri-state area, could not get a better deal. One, you're going to get a shirt. But if you also live in the tri-state area and you like tattoos, you're going to be put in the fucking hopper for a tattoo, all right? Maybe a lot of people don't want tattoos. We thought we were being smart on this. I don't know, because it's a great deal. $5 a month. Every other month, we pick out a name. You get a tattoo. And it's in perpetuity. Like, this doesn't stop. You know what I mean? Your name doesn't come out. Like, you keep in the fucking hopper.
You can theoretically look like me by the end of the year.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and work with Anna Gabrielle. She's amazing over at Push Tattoos right in Wilmington, Delaware. It's not far. And for the price point, honestly, you owe us money. Like, you
really do.
So you're going to win. Now, mind you, if more people join up, maybe it becomes more rare, but we'll also switch it up. But for right now, don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot. Get in there. We'll make it harder, or I should say easier in the future to do this. But like right now, this promotion's crazy. So get in there. $5 a month. Every other month, we pick out a name. You get a tattoo. We're talking full color, done by an awesome artist. Her information's right in the description. Patreon.com/Cult of Us. Go there. Anna Gabrielle's tattoos. All right. It's all there. Just go check it out. That's been Cult of Us. Fucking promos and pluggies and all that shit. Yay. Boom. I had a young lady last night. Like I there was a gaggle. There was like a couple
A
chickens,
gaggle of young
couple
ladies.
chickens. Yeah, there's a couple chickens, chilling, and they like interrupted. I was telling a story about the young lady who didn't want me to wear a condom back when I was single or whatever, right? And like it was just a perfect like silence in a part. Like I was saying, I'm talking to this I got the number from this woman at a bar, and there's a little lull where I'm like kind of moving off, like I got this at a bar, and then 2 days later, and then there's that silence just for a brief second, but in that second she went, where, like what bar? I'm like it's one of those moments when like people in the crowd, I don't know what it is. If it just has to be the media that we take in, where in the middle of a joke, she just started listening, and then she, as if watching Netflix, thought like, I wonder what bar he means from New Jersey. What bar is it, sir? The sir telling the story. I was like, ma'am, what's happening right now? Like everything you've heard to this point, you now are asking just like, what are you going to do with the info? Like what are you gonna track her down? What you're gonna go to the bar and ask about?
She's gonna fact check you, be like, actually, I was there that night and you didn't do that.
Yeah. like what's to be gained? It's I mean, again, it's a fucking dumb open mic or whatever, so who cares? But it was just fun to watch people kind of like there's some open mics and stuff that people are more attentive. Every once in a while, you'll have an open mic where you're like getting people's attention, but they're just like, it's like they're turning on. It's like NPCs, you know what I mean? They're like, what bar were you at? It's like, were you just born? What the fuck was that?
Yeah, it's like it really is. I mean, that's why NPC is such a good term for that, because it really is like a video game when you're doing like a main storyline, and all of a sudden, like just someone.
Hello, partner. You want to buy some horses? Like, it's
and you're like, what the fuck, computer? Yeah. You're not involved in this part. I got it. I got it from here.
Yeah.
I had to hit because I did the Florida Freedom Festival. There's a bunch of libertarians who most of them know me, or at least know me even well enough. Like Leighton was down there, does our flips and stuff like that. So like I talked to them on the reg, and you know how it is because you've done libertarian gigs, but they start to know you now too, and it's like it's like that thing of they think they could just talk to you during the show. And you're like, hey, no, still show. like this is. I had to be like, hey guys, this isn't a conversation. I'm just gonna talk to you for 40 minutes, and then you're gonna shut up, and then we can talk afterwards.
The last show we did, my set was fun, but it was New Hampshire, right? Yeah.
What? Oh, maybe, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the last one, I think so. I don't think Delaware was after that, but yeah. So I genuinely, it was just my set. Like, it was just my thing. I'm talking about me. It was, I just want to let as people know, like, I want to make you laugh. Like, I think it's understood, but like, there is a wall, and maybe it was just other dynamics of the situation. But like, yeah, there seems to be like which I get, because anyone who's involved, especially in like politics or like in a party, yeah, you hear information constantly, like all day. So you're having to decipher that and put that through a compressor and like squeeze it down like it's, olive oil. You know what I mean? Like, so I see that, but like, and it's a hard shift over to comedy and silly town. So, and obviously there's people that do that better than me. That are specifically like political comics and stuff like that or whatever. But like, there's that thing of just like, hey guys, what's, no, sir, I'm aware that is, it's just wordplay. It factually, dear fucking oranges is not technically a word. I was using it. You're absolutely right, sir. No, I get it. And if this was a comment section, we would 100% have a great discussion about it, but could you just turn down your level of giving a fuck about exactly what I'm saying?
The autism is high with these ones. Well, we're doing
autism is with them.
We're doing a libertarian gig on November 18th.
Is it November 18th? Good. I thought, okay, I got you. I thought it was coming up. And that crowd, that show, that one was even better. Nothing against New Hampshire show or whatever. That was maybe again it was probably just me. You know what I mean? It was also one of those like very well lit shows where like, oh cool, I can see everyone, which some ways is fine. In some ways it's fine, some ways it's bad, but it didn't really matter. It's just, but it was they were fun. We had laughs with them. I even had laughs. We had laughs in the set, but there was definitely some of them like, actually, like, I was like, come on, guys, like, let's, I love, bless their hearts. That's what I.
Yeah, autism, bro. What are you gonna
Usually
do?
lower my head and just like, bless their hearts.
Look, as JC said it too. God bless the artist.
These artists are adorable. Yeah, I love it. I know it's a hard pitch to Silly Town.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did
Fucking
you Zanesville thing, dude?
Oh yeah.
Because you didn't know about this, and I'm excited that you found
Which
it.
is crazy because I, as a big animal guy, you would have thought this is kind of almost like a dream come true for me.
You gotta stop saying big animal guy. I mean, or you have to take some classes because it doesn't sound
Love animals.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you love animals. I should say that if you're just joining us or a new, a new person in the podcast, Adam, especially in our past, back catalog and stuff like that, will tell you lots of interesting facts about animals. He has learned it's something that sinks into his brain, and he'll be able to regurgitate them at any
One of the few things I could hold.
Yeah, it's very sad in a lot of ways, but so
I'm like a little kid being like, "You hear about the lizards and stuff?" And you're like, "Okay, kid, calm down."
Wednesday, we found out about bats. And did you know that bats use sonar?
They're mammals.
Like, calm down, Adam. Calm down. Yeah.
I'm like Timmy from Jurassic Park, and Dr. Grant is like, "We're good, dude. Like you got too much going on."
I feel that.
But yeah, apparently in 2011, which is it's fucking 10, 11 years now, this gentleman in Zanesville, Ohio, owned one of those exotic zoos, and then he killed himself. But before he did, he's like, "I'm gonna make this fun for everybody." He released 49 animals, including 18 tigers, 17 lions, and 8 bears into his town of 25,000 people.
Yes.
And they had to hunt him down. And now, if you guys are watching, you can see the picture of the aftermath.
Yeah.
Which also makes it like they had to bring them all back and line them up for this picture.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very sad.
Very sad. They had unfortunately, these animals had to get killed. That's not why it's funny. Yeah. Why it is funny is this guy is like a real life supervillain. He's like, I'm gonna release my horde of fucking animals into this town before I kill myself, and it's such a fucking comic book thing to do. Yeah,
it was interesting that I didn't know you didn't know about this. It's something I don't. Yeah, I mean, it should be talked about more because it's such an insane story. It could have been so much worse. That's the good thing because the only person that died was him. Because he committed suicide that day, leaving chicken and stuff around him because he wanted to make sure that they lured the tigers out so they could eat his body.
Yeah, did they?
Yes. No. When they found him, I believe a lion or a tiger, not bear. I believe it was maybe a lion. I could be incorrect about that, but was eating his dick. Yeah. That's not even me trying to be funny. That's just what happened. Because again, you go off animals. Animals go off fleshy parts.
Yeah,
and it's a great place to go. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, they ate large. They just found like a big bloody gap where his dick was. And other parts of him obviously been probably taking some chunks out of. But the people that came up on this some of the neighbors, of course, because when some of the animals would get out or something, not out, I should say, but like horses or something, right? Like a horse might get out of a gate or something like that. I believe the story goes his neighbor is the one who comes out of his own home and is I think he encounters one of the big boys. Immediately.
Just imagine, yes. Door. He just has to casually close his door shut.
No, yeah. It was straight out of a movie. It was, I believe, a tiger. I think the first animal the neighbor encounters is a tiger, a fully grown tiger. And remember, you think you had a weird day. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
let me get my paper real quick. And he's like, is that a fucking Bengal tiger running across my lawn?
Comes out and a tiger that I believe has either just killed something or is about to kill something. He's distracted, had maybe already killed something, and looks up at him and then looks back down, just makes full eye contact with him and goes, Oh, okay.
What's up?
Cool. I'm gonna keep eating this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just like, oh, yeah. There's one of those things where first you dump, you immediately poop.
Immediately
Right?
shit.
I immediately go
Shit.
I
Soil
feel-
yourself. It might keep them away from you.
Yeah. I want to make sure that sound effect is like on there. I hope everyone could get that because that's you would hear that. You'd see me like, oh, like you'd see me do that. I would curl. I would turn into a little shrimp, like oh, and then just curl around myself, and then I would start running. But like to step into that guy's head for a brief moment when that happens has got to be just one of the weirdest experiences because you think I would have double taked. I'm not used to saying,
oh,
I guess
100%.
if it's my neighbor, maybe it'd be a little more normalized in my brain. I don't know. My neighbor that I hung out with a bunch, they had birds. It's a very different situation.
Cool. You can't release a flock of parrots on somebody. They'd be like, nah, it's not the same as a bear, lion, and tiger, dude.
You watch it, dude. Those macaws are nasty. They had big old boys.
I'm telling you, the funniest prank idea in the world is right before you die, in your old age, whatever, gift someone a baby parrot because they'll outlive that person. And that person has to take care of a parrot the rest of their fucking life.
Oh, I like that. That's fun.
But make sure it's somebody you hate because that's a fucked up. It's not a gift.
Yeah,
that's a hate gift.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's fun because then you get to play there's like two waiting games there, right? It's whether the parrot outlives the person, is the first waiting game, and then the second one is finding out if this person has it in them to kill that parrot.
Just a straight fucking boom, right?
When you end up asking, and every time you see them, you ask about it. You know what I mean? Every time. Oh wow, how's the little guy doing? You're like, oh, he's doing good. Yeah, he's doing great. 3 years go by. How's he doing? He's doing good. And then you're like, oh, unfortunately, he got sick and died.
How? Oh, I fed him poison.
Yeah, I fed him poison.
Couldn't do it anymore.
I fed him a fist sandwich. I opened the cage and punched it in the face. Like, yeah. That's a very cruel joke, Adam. Very cruel.
So anybody out there,
such a weird. That's anyone out there. One of the patent into camera old clicky thumbs pointing at the camera, Adams. I'm gonna clip that out, and that's gonna be you're such a douche. I'm much more violent now that I'm single. So
I see that.
You see that? I noticed. Oh my gosh.
No, it's almost like you should talk about that with somebody who's licensed to.
No. I'm good.
No, you should do what this guy did.
I got egg rolls to eat.
Eat your sad egg rolls in the air fryer. They probably weren't even good. And then release some killer animals onto Kensington.
I know, but I can't. The only thing I can get my hands on that I've checked out is snakes. And it's got to be you gotta like if you're gonna do that with somebody you're gonna release. I can't be like this isn't like Noah. Like I can't be like. I can't be like release them.
Speaking of snakes, I can't show this on here because we'll get fucking whatever. But in one southeastern Asian country, I'm gonna say, they found an old grandma and a giant python.
This has been rumored for years.
No. There's video. I watched multiple videos on it. They cut her out of it. No, I've seen the video. I've seen.
Send me that videos. Right after this.
I've seen at least 2 or 3 videos of that. That's easily Googleable. Hold on.
Watching that on Patreon. Don't even bring it up. No.
Okay.
That goes into the gauntlet. What are you kidding? I gotta see that. Okay. That's amazing.
I'll find it again on Reddit. I'll send it to our email.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's confirmed. 100%. This is real. This is very real. I'm gonna say Filipino. Some old poor Filipino lady was found in the belly of a python.
Oh, like when they find her laid down in the field, like they finally cut it open. Like they cut it open on her face. It's like I was on a picture. It's like they cut it open, and then it's like the alien chest. It's like the alien chest from like Independence Day or something. Like it's that they crack open, but inside of it is just a little grandma, like just a little.
It's the
like
most fucked up Russian doll nesting set ever.
A little abuelita, like ben bonitos. Welcome.
No one helped me.
Like, please. Help.
I was yelling for help for 12 hours.
She walks in. I needed a toilet while you were in here. While you were gone. Like, that's adorable.
Yeah, also, like, they're not like fast moving snakes. They're very slow.
Yeah.
So my thought is like, how slow are you to slowly get wrapped up and then consumed by this python?
Yeah.
Like, be
True.
faster. It's this lady's fault, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very much blame the victim mentality a lot because they should be blamed more. Victims should be blamed more.
It's weird when you it's weird when you come, like, imagine coming upon that. You know what I mean? When you walk in and there's just like there's like a snake go-gurt with like a woman inside of it. Like there's just like
the asshole first.
Yeah, there's like gotta roll it up like a fucking tube of toothpaste. Like it's like I just can't.
The most disgusting roll of toothpaste in the world.
Yeah, a saran wrapped grandmom, snakeskin saran wrapped grandmom is what you walked in.
This is not the first video I've seen of a person inside of a snake.
So it was always a myth that I
know.
heard.
I know.
And if it was a person they found, it was like it was like skeleton or something, because it was like, or an animal. I have sorry. What I have seen is an animal. I've seen
that
been
makes
like well, much larger. Like
a
this
deer
snake
like
ate a turtle whole, and it's like you can't even. Are you processing the shell? I don't think so,
dude. I'm telling you, I've seen 2 videos now of people getting cut out of snakes.
Holy cow! Send me those.
I don't know if I could find I could probably find the first one on Reddit, but the second one is fresh off Reddit.
What are we gonna call the Patreon? No, I mean
Granny
it's
and Snake.
It's the yeah.
Snake Granny.
Man, dude, you are one of the sharpest comics out there.
Snake Granny.
I gotta say, there's no one.
We're
smarter.
naming an episode for Patreon. They don't have to be fucking.
Snake Granny.
You're telling me right there what we're doing. We're watching a fucking Python.
Look out for that Patreon. We are watching those videos. We're watching both those videos and commenting.
Yeah, it's pretty wild because she's definitely very dead, but very much intact.
We'll include that in the that's being included in the next gauntlet. We're definitely putting that on the calendar. We're doing that one as soon as possible. I'm gonna go try to get out there, do some jokes tonight. Adam, you got anything else, buddy?
Nah.
All right.
Fuck the Phillies. Fuck the Phillies.
Wow.
Let's go Giants.
Look at the regret. Yeah, different sports.
Yankees are dead to me. Yankees are dead to me. And they hired Aaron Boone again as a manager. What are you thinking? Fuck that piece of shit. Fuck Aaron Boone. Fuck the Yankees. Maybe you can't just hit home runs and expect to fucking win. Whatever. It's not important. Let's go Giants. Rangers is doing well. They're starting out hot. Let's go Giants. Let's go Rangers.
Cult of Us podcast? Thanks. What was that? That's been the call. We'll see you next time. Another day in the call, baby.
Bye.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Do it.
Human.
Do it.
Sir slimy reptilian.
This has been a Drop Tent Media Production.